bright out here, but not so much in here. Gotta shovel and clean up the driveway, because if I don't, it's completely unmaintainable. And who knows, maybe afterward I can actually work on something in my shop, but I am sick, like physically sick, like not, well, actually, yeah. I do have like a stomach bug at the moment, but that doesn't stop stuff from having to get done, eh? So, who knows what's in store for the rest of the day. We'll see. My wife is pretty tired, so I'll probably end up going in and checking in on the boys. Hopefully today, that light is wicked. Hopefully today I can maybe grind some of this down, not the actual anvil, although maybe get rid of some of this blue, but actually work on the base a little bit. A cool video I found actually shows how I can use my angle grinder with wood, which I didn't think was a thing. So, hey, maybe that'll work to my advantage. So for now, we're gonna go shovel, because it's gotta be done, right? Joy. Right, so it's cold outside. I just got done shoveling. Well, I got done shoveling a little while ago, and it's cold. Now that I've rested up, I was inside for a little bit, try to warm up my hands and everything, and try to catch my breath. And then I decided, you know what? Even though I'm sick, now's like a great time for me to get out in the shop again and work on some stuff. Namely, the first thing I'm going to do is try to clean this up, because this is going to be my forge, I think, and I want to make sure that this is squared away so that I can use this appropriately as a forge. If this doesn't work, I'll look at ordering something or making something out of some angle iron, maybe test out. Actually, maybe learn how to stick weld and build my own forge table. But for now, we're going to try this because this is what I've got on hand, and it would be the cheapest way to go because some angular stock goes for about $10 for like 6 or 8 foot or something like that. I don't know, which is not horrifically expensive, but the less money I can sink into this and the more I can do myself, the better off I'm going to feel. I don't want to be a blacksmith that just buys everything that he needs, although I've bought quite a few things, so we'll see. You know, this is all a learning experience for me. But yeah, first things first really is to clean up my work area, and then we're going to try to clean up the grill, and I might be able to tackle angle grinding some of this anvil stand down. I found a helpful tutorial on some flap discs to shape this down the way that I want it, and potentially get rid of the blue on this anvil. But we'll see how much time lapse is going to go into the video, and see how much I want to do for this. So let's clean up our work area, and then we'll look at getting started on the grill so that I can actually pour some refractory into it, or pack some refractory into it. Cool? Let's do this. Alright, so it may not look super clean, but it's better than it was. Really, This all should have been cleaned up when I was done the last time, but I didn't go through and clean it up like I should have. Let this be a lesson to anybody that is maintaining a workshop. If you are doing any kind of work like this, make sure you are cleaning up at the end of what you're doing, specifically the project you're working on, because I can understand how stopping yourself mid-project and cleaning everything up can really throw off some of your cadence. I tend to be that way as well, but I was done with this particular project for the most part, so I should have just cleaned up my workspace. But now we're going to jump into working on our grill, and first things first is going to be to clean that up. So I'm probably going to use a decent bit of this wire brush. I'm going to have on my respirator and some safety glasses, and I will probably be listening to some music as well, just to make sure that I stay sane. Fantastic. So join me in probably a time lapse. I don't think that this is going to be something that plays too handily with video. So yeah, cue the time lapse. So I just realized that I was recording video of that, not a time lapse, which sucks because it eats through all the space on my card and it burns through my battery. But what I've decided is that I'm going to take, I have a blower, hold on. I have a little electric blower. It's old, but I want to take this and use this pipe or some variation of this pipe to attach into this grill section here. So I've bent these center pieces out, you can see in the middle there, and I'm going to pack refractory around that in the base of this. This may not be the best way to do it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to try it, and if it's too deep, if this dish or this is too deep, I'm going to go through with my angle grinder and cut this grill down into a shape or into a depth that makes the most sense for me. So it's going to be a bit shorter than I would like, but I can always put it on some legs. I've got another one of those 6-inch by 6-inch by 8-foot boards that I can cut down into a stand that it rests on as well. So that's kind of the plan at this point. So that's cleaned up for as best I really can. And I think that's going to work out better than I thought it would. I'll also need to cut off this pipe from the blower, I think, but I got to do some measurements to see if this is actually going to work. I also need to see if this blower is going to suffice for the amount of pressure that I want to output, because it's just not a lot. There's a hand crank blower that I could buy that might be better off for it. So I've got a couple of options there. For now, we're gonna go with this plan, and if it doesn't work out, I've got ways to modify it. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, the next thing I want to do, because I don't have water out here at the moment, the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try switching out the disc on my angle grinder to my flapper disc, and or my flap disc or whatever, and then I'm gonna try to grind down the oh, come on. Grind down the wood on the stand here into some sort of reasonable level, because right now it is not level at all. So that's the next step. Let's get to it, and this time I'll remember to do a time lapse. So see you in a minute. All right, so quick catch-up game as opposed to a mayonnaise game, but the anvil does wobble a little bit on there because it's uneven. So I don't know how well you'll be able to see this, but I can rock it back and forth. But I think what I'm gonna end up doing is screwing on a base of some sort at the bottom to widen it out. Maybe even make it angled on two sides, on the horn side and the I don't know what you call this, the platen, I don't know. Anyway, but if I rotate it like this, this is actually a little bit better this way. But if I'm gonna be working on pieces that hit it this way, I'm worried that it's going to wobble towards me. You see? So I gotta figure out what I want to do with that. But I think for the time being, the way to go is not gonna be the way that it is. It's going to be actually rotated like this. I could be wrong. I don't know that I like that either. But regardless, the hope is, because I don't have a saw that actually cuts that width. I mean, we're talking about 1 foot, and I have a blade for my my Sawzall, but I'm not accurate enough with it to make it work. So if I can put a little bit bigger base on the bottom of it, maybe with some angle brackets or something like that, it might work out for the better. So anyway, my battery's gonna die on the GoPro, so I'm gonna sign off for now. All right, so the shop smells like hot metal. I know I said I was going to sign off, but I wanted to get this grinding done. And boy howdy, does it look way better. There's still some shadowing blue around here that I gotta go through and clean up at some point, maybe. There's some shading here and there that I don't like, but I'll go through and I'll clean up more if I want to as I go. For the most part though, she's shiny. The thing I was worried about mainly was that this horn was gonna have some pretty major defects from the casting. And actually, it's not awful, it's not great. It's not great, but it's not awful. There's not a ton of textural problems with it. Also want to make sure that this work surface is good. Now we're going to go through and spray it down with some WD-40. Just to make sure that it doesn't rust up for us. We'll go through and give it a nice solid coat of WD-40. Really want to make sure that it's glistening for its big day. No, what we really want is to just keep oxygen from getting directly onto the steel, for now anyway, so that it doesn't rust majorly. Anyway, I've got a bunch of metal, I'm sure, in my hair. It smells like hot metal. It feels good to get some work done finally. You may have noticed as well that this is now, sorry, let me bring you in. This is officially bolted into place, so it does not move upon the stand for which it is meant to be affixed. Feels so good. Feels so good. I hope you're enjoying these videos. If you're not, let me know in the comments. That's the only way I know that what I'm doing doesn't make sense for what you guys want to watch. And if you do enjoy it, throw me a like. If you don't like it, I guess you could dislike the video as well. But yeah, just let me know what you think of the videos in the Shop Talk series or whatever. And I kind of pivot around that if that's what I want to do. I'm having fun though. Hopefully next time you see me, I'll actually be putting refractory into the forge. I'm really nervous about that, but only because it's like permanent. So yeah, I guess until next time, really appreciate it. Make sure that the subscribe button is switched over to the gray. And if you want, go ahead and hit the bell icon and hit the all section of it or whatever. YouTube's algorithm's weird. So anyway, if you enjoyed it, you know the deal. And until next time, have a good one.